Alright, check it out, NMO fans. Here is another new segment in the show where it's going to be a step-by-step process over a series of little mini shorts, which is basically going to show how to pad hack a 360 arcade stick for use. Now, this was supposed to be done way back in advance, so we're not copying off of anyone. We already had a prototype done. So we just want to make that clear.
Yeah, because some people are going to say some bullshit.
Yeah, so
I can prove art patterns.
Matter of fact, if I am the alexlexus from shoryuken.com that was doing arcade stick mods and so on and so forth years ago. You know, I'm very skilled with circuitry and things of that nature. So what I'm going to do is pretty much give you, show you a list of things that you should have, and you know, step by step, little by little, in many shorts that aren't related to the show directly, you're going to see how we do it. I have a finished product behind me, which I was using today. And this is because the Hiyori sticks, the DOA 4, and the Virtual Fighter 5 has a fault. Whereas, if you use this for an extended period of time, the roundhouse button dies.
You want to know why it dies? Because that was my piece of shit, which I'm going to go on Anomaly's rant with. I'm going to break that fucking thing.
Now, I'm going to gut this for parts because the board is easy to use. But, you know, one thing you got to be careful with is with the grounding system in it, because sometimes it may short it out, because my DOA board got shorted. And those of you who saw me at the E-Spot using it, I don't have it anymore, so I had to create my own. Alright?
Now, the Hiyori boards, did they say they were supposed to be pressure sensitive with that?
Well,
or like, you know, weight resistant with pressure.
Yeah, like these types of buttons are supposed to be mashable, but when Anomaly, he's quick with his hands, so I think with
yeah, I'm gonna zoom in.
Yeah, when it took a little bit of abuse, it pretty much crapped out. Now, the best thing to have are the buttons, from happcontrols or Lizard Lick. You can check them out. I'll put a link to their site and whatnot.
Now, if it's the first time user, they don't know what kind of arcade stick. They see the SF4, the Mad Cats.
Now,
but if it's a good product, now what would you recommend?
Well, for those with smaller hands, like, you know, the Japanese like to use the ball,
right,
and the smaller pad. Myself and a lot of American players like the bigger sticks, like the Pelican and the X arcades.
And me, like me personally, I like using the straight joystick. I don't like the ball whatsoever.
Yes, it's all a matter of preference, you know. So right now, what people have to realize, if you're going to get into fighting games and really be competitive, your tools are the biggest thing. I can say from an army standpoint, if your equipment is not in line, you're not in line. You know, so you got to make sure your stuff is straight. So this is just, you know, a brief overview of what we're going to be doing in like mini shorts, because we're trying to extend season 3 because we're almost done with this season. Alright, so hang tight, and I'll show you the materials that you should have. Okay,
we'll be back.